I'm a little under the weather, so bear with me since I only have so much time to catch this wave and address this. This is all done in one take and I'm reading off my script. My nickname is Papa G. Welcome to another edition of Papa G Speaks. And the following is an analysis, not quite an opinion because I do not yet have enough evidence to persuade me to one side or the other. If you have something to say, please listen to everything I say first. You can criticize my analysis and show me why it is valid or invalid, but you must explain. And personal attacks or slanders don't support your viewpoint at all. I assume that a majority of people will disagree with me on this, and I expect that. But I'm respectful of your opinions and views, as you should be with mine. There's nothing to fight about here. Discussion, analysis, and debate are wonderful tools that we should utilize. Think rationally, and please carefully consider both sides. So, after getting online, I saw multitudes of my friends had posted about KONY2012, and it was within the past few hours. Upon looking, there were maybe 30 or more statuses and posted the video. This is extremely unusual and pretty much unseen. Even Rebecca Black never went this viral. My first reaction was, based on past events and viral phenomena online, I've become skeptical of them because I found out for myself that they were either really stupid or shallow. I had to make a prediction, a prophecy that maybe this could be something, and I quote, fishy. That's what I said. It's just a prediction, not trying to say anything negative. The fact that something that's been around for years and it's just now coming to light is interesting and should be questioned. As with everything should be questioned. I went to go watch the video and I understood the situation. My reaction was like, okay, yes, this seems like a decent idea. Let's support this. Although I'm not sure how posting flyers and getting the name out will help much, it doesn't seem like it could hurt much. I also thought, though, that maybe in addition to solving this, we could try to address the other problems that have led to Kony's power, such as 1. The economic situation in Uganda and many other African countries are far below a comfortable level. AIDS is rampant, and overpopulation is high, and all of this spirals and continues the same situation to ensue. 2. The government is corrupt and does not have the citizens in mind. They're not there to protect them, not until now, when the U.S. government has stepped in with their forces. Why were they not helping their citizens before? 3. The arms trade still presents a huge problem in the world, and here's one example. The U.S., Russia, and Germany are some of the highest exporters of arms, and I'm sure most of these arms somehow made their way to these children. The trade is horribly corrupt with only profits in mind. Still, we refuse to address this. Except for hunting, guns are meant to do one thing: killing people. A good majority of arms are not designed for hunting. So my thought is, while Kony is brought up, maybe we should also address these other issues. However, we probably won't. They've been on the table for many years now. But why? Because we can't put a face to economic struggles, arms trade, corrupt government, and population. They're intricate, multifaceted problems that take a lot of effort to tackle, which no one has done well enough. However, the solution presented is extremely simple. Finding one person and arresting him will solve the whole situation. We have a face, a name, and a solution. However, what's to stop this from happening again? The 3 previously mentioned issues allow for people to do this yet again in the future. I think that we need to address these issues if you truly want to solve the problem. Otherwise, you're an enabler for letting this happen again in the future. We can't just look at this generation or the next. We gotta think about the ones after. However, a friend linked me to a blog that sheds light on my doubts. The blog, written back in 2006, brings up a lot of great points to consider, points that many have not pondered. The problem is, society is too easily persuaded by one point and then refuses to accept any other points, especially on an issue like this labeled humanity. I mean, come on. Who'd be crazy enough to deny a humanitarian effort to help these children? Look at the video, it's so convincing, this has to be true. Well, maybe it is, but then again, the article brings up some great points and personal research that shows it might not be true. At this point in time, I can't tell who is right, but this only strengthens my skepticism. So does that mean I'm against aid like this? Heck no. But I want to know if there is truly a need, if we are not being fooled. The blog also says to research for yourself. That's a great idea, and we should ideally all do that. But I know that never happens. At this point, a good majority of you think, "Oh God, how can you deny this?" Well, I'm not denying it, but I'm saying we should consider both sides and choose what is most plausible. You might also say, "Oh my God, you're so annoying. Just stop." Well, the same can be said about you. This is just an analysis, and I know most of you don't like thinking deeply about something. Why am I so annoying? You're annoying because this is true. Look at it. How can you deny these children a fair future? Just because I'm skeptical about something doesn't mean that it should be annoying to you. Questioning should be accepted in society. But look at all the evidence the video provides. This guy is a sick bastard. We gotta stop this. Well, yeah, we gotta stop any sicko, but I didn't see that much except for really general facts and a big personal anecdote in the video. Show me your facts of why this is true, because as of right now, I don't have enough to convince me for either side. Also, a friend pointed out how supporting this would lead to the loss of humans who are physically fighting for this, and it's all in the vein of one person. Consider that, Con. I think a majority of people who are supporting this are mostly doing so because everyone is part of the bandwagon effect or herd mentality, and everyone wants to be part of this cool new trend. Just think about the consequences also. Nonetheless, this could be the world's next most famous person. Look at how we've presented him so far. My worry is that I missed something in this video. If so, oh well, and I might address those later, but none of us are infallible. Bottom line is, the world needs more independent thinkers.